All right, Jonathan, we got your crew here and a guest.
Yeah.
Right. So extra eyes, extra ears, here to offer some supplementary insight into how you go about playing. So is there anything in particular that you're kind of focusing on these days?
I don't know, trying to get a sound from like my full being, not just like fingers or anything. My teacher, Doug.
Yeah,
Jones,
sure, yeah.
and he was talking 10-second restructuring and stuff, and like showing like a skeleton and like how your fingers not just here, it's like here, and how everything. So yeah. Also my posture is really bad, but
Okay, all
that's
right.
something I'm trying to work
So
on.
we'll look at fullness, and we'll look at the shapes that Jonathan chooses, his posture. Right? And we'll see about that. And then we'll also do our usual stuff. Compare top half to bottom half, left to right, front to back, and what you catch about his breathing. I'm going to go over there.
Okay.
You play, and we'll talk about things.
Sounds good. Alrighty, I'm gonna play a tune called Dawn That Dream. It's a really good tune. I like it. I'll wait for him to sit down.
where that click clacking was coming from. I just wanna see what we've done here, because I don't wanna do a repeat. So, oh, that was glorious.
Thank you.
Well, for Jonathan, top half, bottom half. Or same, you know, what you got?
Top.
Same top, okay, same top, what else?
I was gonna say same. If I was-
Same, okay, same.
Same.
All right, so we got a lot of same, so we're gonna hear from Mr. Top first. And then
Oh,
we'll go-
I said same.
I know, we're gonna hear from Mr. Top.
Oh, look at me now.
Well, I was switching over here, I was switching over here.
Got you.
It's just, Daniel, it's just like you draw my attention. Yeah, Carl, what do you say, Top?
I mean, I don't know, I guess just 'cause it seems like everything is mostly taking place up here.
Oh,
So all the
okay.
movements, but
Okay, and those of you who said same, what leads you to say same? Now, this time I will look at you.
I thought that it just like looked really like relaxed, like his whole body, your whole body.
Okay,
Yeah.
Just the pedals and, you know, just
yeah,
activeness down there. I mean, obviously, you know, you play the piano with your hands, but,
right.
you know,
Well, your hands ultimately touch, which is, I'm being sort of pedantic, but not so much as well. But that doesn't mean you play it with your hands.
yeah.
You know, they are the points of contact, there's no question of that. But sometimes we can get too zoned in on them, you know what I mean? How about you, top half, bottom half, same, or beats me?
I don't know. I try to do even.
Equal?
Equal.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I think it's alright. I guess even. Sometimes.
When you say, I try to go for equal, what do you do in order to try, what action, how do you go about doing that?
Well, Doug's been talking to me about like kind of body mapping and how, and we were actually talking about kind of physicsy stuff, where it's
Mhm.
like you grab something and you are using just this to move it over there. You're gonna have to use more, like it's more effort than if like you just do this with your whole body and you're not really trying, but more
Right.
forces.
Well,
exert-
it's distributed.
Yeah.
It's
more mass.
Yeah.
More force in that.
Yeah, okay. And so, and what is your action to become more distributed?
Well, pressing the keys, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of just getting different touches for different sounds of the piano. Cause like really there's only one way that like it's only going down, right? But
Mhm.
but there are different ways you can do it to make different sounds and get different approaches from what seems kind of just like an axial plane.
All right, well, how about, if you don't mind doing this, how about playing that note and doing it with just your arm?
Okay, I can try. And also a lot of people like in piano, like they'll say use your arm weight
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do this, but
Yeah.
like it's wrong. Or that's what Doug's been saying. He's like, yeah, you shouldn't really do that. Like that's just kind of. But if you like try to, that's not my arms, but you get like
Okay.
a full or a fuller or.
Well,
less
no, I
full
want
sound.
do less full.
Okay.
Do
so-
less full so they can see the contrast. Not less loud, less full. And what are you doing in order to make that less full?
You're using kind of less of your body to do it, I guess.
Okay, and which parts are you leaving out right now?
More like this kind of area, you know?
Okay, no, that's the part you're using, right?
Um,
But which are you leaving out?
Well, like the whole body, I would say.
The whole rest of it, okay.
Yeah.
And now, same volume, but do a full body thing. You all can see a difference in that? I mean, I know, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be leading to Jonathan's goal of equal. Now, your reality, I feel was a little more top half.
Yeah, probably.
Right? And the reason I feel that has to do with where your head's being supported.
Mm-hmm.
It feels as though to me, and this is a really classic piano player's thing, so you know, that your head is supported from about this height,
Yeah.
right? Right? And so you're leaving out all the rest of you, you know, in that particular thing, which is something you gotta do all the time. So this is overworking a little bit, relatively speaking, in what you were saying. That's what leads me to go with the top half. So we have your goal being one thing and the execution being just a little bit different. So it's a worthy goal.
Yeah.
And we'll work on the execution. All right. Left versus right. Always the toughest one to see. So please be very uncertain and blurt this one out.
I don't know. I did notice, like, I don't know what this means necessarily for the left versus
Mhm.
right thing, but like, when you do something like particularly cool or tricky, you'd kind of cock your head as you were
Maybe.
doing it, and maybe
Oh,
it
yeah.
had to do with the thing. I don't know. It was just like
Yeah.
a use of
Cock your head towards.
I think it was towards the right usually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think
yeah.
so, yeah, I think so. That's cool. Anybody, oh, yeah. That's why we got your extra eyes, we
Yeah.
can see these things. Anybody else on left versus right? All right, how about you? Left side, right side, same, beats me?
Probably beats me.
Beats me, okay, okay. Are you more comfortable over your right leg, over your left leg, in the middle?
Tell.
Where's home?
Sometimes I do like this, which is like really bad. Like if we're having a lesson with
Yeah.
with Doug or whatever, and we're just like, oh, let's play like, something like
Yeah,
I'll just do this and like
Mhm.
chill, and he's like, well, like get grounded, But yeah, I can't really tell. Maybe a little bit more towards the right, I guess.
okay. Yeah, I think you sort of move towards there as your home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's, that's where you settle in. And same question, is that what you want?
Probably the goal would be equal on that front as well.
So you wanna
Yeah.
be centered, you wanna be centered that way
Yeah,
too.
probably.
Okay. Front versus back.
Front.
One vote for front.
Yes.
Okay, please say why.
He was just up front.
So he's forward in space,
Yeah, it was just
Right.
focused. Yeah.
right?
he was.
But you can be forward in, well, yeah, he's not in extension,
Yeah.
he's in inflection, right?
Yeah.
But here I am in forward in space, and I'm holding myself up with my front, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna change it. I'm forward in space, I'm holding myself up with my back now. Do you get a feeling either way on that one, Ingrid, which is Jonathan's way? Does he hold himself up more with his back or more with his front?
Both.
Both, so you have,
Mhm.
so that's sort of an equal.
Yes.
Front in space and an equal,
I
okay?
think
Mhm.
Back.
And you got back, so say why would you say back then?
It just seemed like more of the force was like coming from the back.
Okay, all right. How about you, sir?
Just looking.
Maybe back, because like sometimes I'll lean in, or like,
Right.
and even my posture.
Right, and that, so just hang with that one for a second. I see a lot of work happening
Definitely.
in here, and this is more passive,
Mhm.
over on this side. So that leads me to say back, because of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And, once again, what's your goal?
I don't know. I can't
Don't know
really
on
tell.
that one, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, all right, then we'll leave it at that. We'll explore it, all right. Breathing,
Situational.
what did you catch about breathing?
I didn't notice either.
All right, sitting down, okay. So, clearly no gasping or anything, right?
I think that he was breathing nicely,
Breathing nicely,
according to the play.
according to the play,
It was,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So you felt that there was a musical role for his breathing as
Mhm.
well as just, let's deliver the oxygen.
Mhm.
Give it, okay. Anybody else on breathing?
Very calm, like
Very
seemed
calm.
very relaxed.
So how about you in breathing? What do you
Yeah.
say about that?
Well, I didn't really notice my breathing, so hopefully that's like, I'm relaxed enough to not really think about it too much, I guess. I wouldn't really, I don't know.
Could be, I mean, sometimes people, when they say that, they're holding their breath a lot of the time.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd have
Um,
to kind of play and think about breathing more, I guess.
Well, no, well, this is more, we're observation mode.
Mhm.
I don't think about it a little bit far. Do the extreme thing of where your back's holding up your head. Oh, that's so good. Now take a nice easy breath. It doesn't happen, does it?
Yeah.
So this, you can come up. This one, I feel is compromising your breathing a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
You know, so that it's easy, but it's not really getting as far as it could, you know, for that degree of easiness, because it's running as roadblocks. Right, so, yeah, that's.
Like when he did that now, like I could just see Keith Jarrett. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah, okay,
how-
well, no, see, Keith, all right, so that's a different thing, and, with Keith Jarrett, he goes way over, but he goes way over more from here than he does from here.
Okay.
I mean, I know he gets way in there, right?
Yeah.
But there's a flexibility that he's worked on a lot.
Okay.
Flexibility
Oh.
through his legs and torso that are different from what we see with.
What
with
about
Jonathan.
Bill Evans? He's like, we're back, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, Bill Evans, or remember, you were here the first week, yeah, remember, you had Glenn Gould and Bill
Yeah,
Evans,
yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
Bill Evans, when he was a lot younger, he still had that
Mm.
thing going on,
Mm.
and he grew into more of that.
Mm.
And then he had very stressful living circumstances too, which made it all the harder on
Mhm.
him.
So would
John,
you say Keith Jarrett is a healthy thing what he does?
what Kenny says to me is Keith Jarrett says, I know no other way to play, I can't get inspiration unless I'm like that, so yes, I say it's healthy.
Wow. I know that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's funny.
yeah, yeah, he also said he had really big hands, so how can he play all of that stuff? Do you feel like working more on a breathing thing or more on a physical thing? We can go either, I mean, I know breathing is physical, but you know, something that's more demanding, you go the breathing route.
Let's try physical.
Physical, okay, Daniel, I'm sorry, but can you give me your chair, please? Pull up your bench this way. Sure. Excellent, put your hands on the chairs like so. We sit on things called sitting bones, right? So what I want you to rock back and forth until you feel like, you know, like this is forward of center, this is backwards of center.
Yeah.
So rock back and forth until you feel like you find the center of your sitting bones. And let me know when you get there, and then I'm gonna ask you a question about them. That's about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So do those sitting bones feel to you like they're parallel? Like they're wide in the back and narrow in the front? Like they're narrow in the back or wide in the front? Go ahead. Rock a couple more times. Check it out.
Let's see. I think more narrow in the back.
Narrow in the back and wide in the front. The reason I ask this is not for factual things, but it's that we move according to what we believe. And so part of Jonathan's movement comes from this belief that that's how his sitting bones are put together. Let's see whether that's actually so.
Let's see.
And this is really sort of a body mapping type of thing, but that's okay. Oh, jeez Louise. Yep. This is a pelvis. This is the front.
I'm wrong.
This is the back. Okay, cool. It's really the opposite.
Yeah, that's right.
So they're wide in the back, coming up to narrow in the front, because there's gotta be room for your tailbone. So you say, oh yeah, of course, right? So just rock back and forth, having seen that image, and knowing that's the shape, oh yeah, that's so different. Does that feel, I mean, I can see different, does that feel
Yeah,
different to
it's
you?
different.
Yeah, okay. So it changes your experience, right?
Mhm.
So that's sort of the first part of this. Now for the second part, back in here again, for that one, you were moving, the chair was still. Now, the chair's gonna move, push it forward, please. Yeah, keep, push, because I'm blocking it.
Oh, okay.
Right? And now, as you stay away, you still have to stretch a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let go of the stretch and go on back. Second time, we'll go a little bit farther.
Sure.
Push the chair, stay away, the chair stretches you, let go of the stretch, come on back to vertical. Third time, when you let go of the stretch and come on back to vertical, but vertical is gonna be stamped.
Okay.
Push the chair, stay away, it stretches you, let go of the stretch, come on up to standing. Great. Now we're gonna go 3 times standing to sitting.
Okay.
Chair goes this way. You got a stretch, that's sort of a ski jumper way, so if you can have your hips, ankles, and knees kind of move equally, yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Then let go of the stretch, come back up.
Alright.
Excellent. Second time we'll do it a little bit farther. Chair goes this way. Stretch-a-roo. And it needs to, yeah, and let go of that. Come on back up.
Okay.
Third time, guess what? You get to stretch into sitting. Thank goodness. All right.
Yay.
I'll go this way. And let go of the stretch and go into sitting. Oh, I got this. Then, how does it feel to sit now?
That's pretty different. Yeah.
Play
It's a
from
little
that,
lighter.
see what happens.
That's it.
Keep playing, I'm gonna talk. Keep playing. And when you lean forward, the stretch goes beyond, all the way down through here, and the beyond into your legs. Not just stopping there.
Some more jazz.
Sal, what did you see, what did you hear?
I felt like my posture was a little bit better.
Yeah, let me check with them,
Yeah, sorry.
What'd you see, what'd you hear, what you
It didn't look like your back was straining at all.
Yeah.
Like your head was still like tilted over, but it was coming from like a better place, I think.
Yeah, when you don't sort of intercept it at this height, but let it go through, oh, it's okay. What did you hear in the sound? Tell me the difference there.
Bigger sound.
Yeah. No, it was a bigger sound, and it felt to me, I mean, you know, it's great first time through, but this was more on time. You know, and more authoritatively on time. It's like, I got this. You know? How about you? Was that a different experience?
Yeah.
for you?
It was fun. I felt better playing.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll all do this thing with the 2 chairs beginning of next class, you know, because it's a great one to experience. What we did there, Jonathan, your hip joint is designed to change the angle between your legs and your torso.
Mm-hmm.
Your spine is not.
Yeah.
Your spine is designed for you know, rotation, this kind of thing, but not so much the back and forth stuff. That's what your hips are there for. But we have this resilience and elasticity in our structure, you know, which is what you experienced when we did the back and forth thing, that says, oh, gosh, I don't have to hold myself up anymore. This is nice. That means I can play, right?
Yeah.
And that's what happened. That's great. Give this man a hand. Thank you.